The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World.
Welcome one and welcome all to Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida, for season as we're here today for another exciting season of Castrol GTX Cup Series competition. And this is season 38, a new mod, new car set, but the same schedule as well too here as we're here today for the season 38 Daytona 500 race number 1 of the season. And can't wait to see some great action here today. On the pole for this event here today, here the front row, both of them are girls, as a matter of fact, on the front row for this event here today. On the pole, it is Kat Batson, car number 88, the Texaco Haviland Ford. She's alongside car number 41, one of the rookies in the field. It's Sarah Eisner in car number 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Row 2, it's Andrew Rich in car number 32, the Active Motorsports Chevrolet, and beside him is Cement Ozcon. Good to see him back in the series. The TIC Financial Systems Ford, car number 81, that was the car JT Bryant drove last season. Third row is Emmanuel Hartnett in car number 9, the Spam Ford, and he's alongside car number 11, Seth Cole with a new team this season, the Lowe's Ford. Going to row number 4, it's car number 23, Eric Sadler. Back with his car this season, the Smokin' Joe's Ford, car number 23. And car number 33, it's Reggie Fogelman alongside in the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 12, the Straight Arrow Mane and Tail Ford. Car number 12, it's another rookie, but no stranger to the NNSCRA, Scott Cower-Sustray. At the wheel of his machine there, good starting spot for him. Here he starts in the 9th position. Beside him is Rafael Leduc. Good to see him back in the series as well, too. The Hardee's Chevrolet car 31. He is the season 36 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. Next row down has Alex Miller with a new team this season, the number 15 Quality Care Ford. And number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. It is Eric Monaco looking to do what Sterling Marlin did with his car in the real 1995 Daytona 500. And that was win the race. Let's see if he can do it here today or not. Next down is car 16, Ali Liara and the Family Channel Ford, retaining her ride from last season. And beside her, car number 8, it is Joshua Osborne, second in points last season. In the number 8, Ray Bess's Ford, he keeps his ride from last season as well, too. Next down is James Henry and the Little Caesars Kmart 4 Chevrolet, or Little Caesars Kmart 4, car number 37. And number 71, the Termite 4 Chevrolet. It is another rookie driver. It is Hiccup Bush driving this machine. It is car number 71 is what he's driving. Next down is Christian Bracken in car number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet, and number 75, that is Casey Hoyt, another rookie, but no stranger to the NNSCRA. He's a regular in the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series. He's making his Castrol GTX Cup Series debut. Next row down, a name synonymous to the NNSCRA, a long-time name, and great to see him back. Sean Galligan in car 40, the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac. And beside him is his buddy Trent Dunham in car number 1, the Skull Classic Ford. Next round is number 43, Matt McIntyre, the STP Pontiac. And number 7, that is Alexander Rowe in the Exibarius Ford. Next round is Michael Turner and number 10, the Tide Ford. And number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Next round is Kyle Matthews in car 42, the Coors Light Silver Bullet Pontiac. And Phil Parker, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. He won last season at Darlington. Next round is Nathan Hudson, the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And Daniel Wills in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26. Next round is Jessica Shelton in the Batman Forever McDonald's Ford, car number 94. And Quentin Moore in the number 21 Citgo Ford, looking for 2 in a row in the 500. He won this race last season. He also won the finale at Atlanta last season as well, too. Only 2 wins he had on the tour in season 37. Next round, the man who won the last time was at Daytona for the Pepsi 400 last season. It is Nathan Orman, the Interstate Barrier Chevrolet, car number 18. And Keith Batson, 20th the Texaco Haviland Ford. Next round has Connor Breeden, the number 98, the RCA Ford. And Caleb Fogler, car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Next round is Zachary Fitzwater in number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac. And Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. Then Dylan Poteet in 22 and 77, Laura Chung. There, Carson Gum in number 19 and Colin Cropley in 25. And then Mitchell Hodak and in 17 and 29, Max Anderson. And the command has been given to fire the engines for this event here at Daytona International Speedway. And as the pace car leads the field off of pit road, we're back for the green flag right after this. Field maneuvering to turns number 3 and 4. A Ford Chevy front row for this event here today. As we mentioned, a new mod, a new car set. This is the Cup 98 mod. And the car set is the 1995 Winston Cup car set. Here's what we're doing this season for season 38. Off the fourth turn they come here. 3 in-car cameras as usual for this event here today. Pace car makes the turn on the pit road. Green flag flies in season 38, and let's season 38 get underway. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Pole speed for this event here this season, 199.9 miles an hour. So you can bet that we're going to be way over 200 miles an hour in the draft here. And the speed's already building up 170 miles an hour in the middle of turns number 1 and 2, excuse me. And 179 miles an hour off the second corner. And the field's starting to fan out here. 3 wide at about maybe 4th spot here as Eric Sadler goes low side of Emmanuel Hartman. As Andrew Rich sticks to the back of that number 88 car of Cat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Off the 4th turn to complete the first lap here. And that's what 200 miles an hour looks like off the 4th corner. And the first lap for Cat Batson, 174.802 miles an hour. And through turns 1 and 2 they come here as Batson leads them off the second corner now. 3 wide back there, that is Alex Miller in car 15. He won twice last season. In the middle of last season there, new colors, the number 15 Quality Care Ford. That was the car Colin Cropley drove last season. And across the start-finish line, second lap on the board here. And a second lap for the leader out at 205.87 miles an hour. Talk about your fast laps here. They're going to be doing here today at Daytona. On board with Sean Galligan, number 3 in-car cameras into this event here today. The number 40 Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac as he's driving here this season. First, I'm trying to think of the last time Galligan was even in this series, believe it or not. I think it's way back some 20-some odd plus seasons ago. I think it's 25 seasons ago, maybe. I'm not sure. But if you were with us in the NNSCRA about around the first years of the NNSCRA, around 2011, 2012, that was when Galligan was a regular in the CRA anything for that fact too. Man who runs the Craftsman Cup series, and he's actually bringing that series back on his channel, as a matter of fact too. So Galligan getting the itch to go back to NR 2003 offline racing again here as we mentioned. Glad to see him back. One of the British, one of the Englishmen in the field, I should say too, from up in the jelly old Britain. Matt McIntyre, you've seen him in the 43 STP Pontiac. New colors for him this season. That was the car Nathan Hudson was driving last season. And going to the inside of him is Kyle Matthews in 42, former 500 winner himself, and same with the 94 car. Up behind him, Jessica Shelton, the defending series champion. And for Jessica Shelton, she has got to be thanking her lucky stars at Atlanta, the last race of last season. That race was not 7 laps shorter than it was, because if it were, we would have been talking about Joshua Osborne, the champion, instead of Shelton. But Shelton was lucky that Osborne fell back in the late laps, though, enough to let Shelton retain her champion lead by only 2 points. That was the margin of victory last season in the championship. But so far it's been all Cat Benson, but not for long, because here comes that number 94, the Batman Forever car of Jessica Shelton. She'll go inside, she'll take the lead. And the reason why she's running this scheme instead of the primary Bill Elliott paint scheme, and according to Jess, I think if I understood her correctly, she did not like the Elliott's primary scheme from last season. If you remember, that was all red and had like a yellow stripe on the bottom on that car and had the McDonald's M inside of a white square here as they come on the hood. So Shelton just chose to run the Batman Forever scheme this season, as Zachary Fitzwater is going to lead this lap here, the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac. 6 laps into the books and just an explosive start to this Daytona 500. And let's look at the fastest laps of the race so far. 100. Look at these laps. 209.859. The fastest lap of the race so far, set by the 17 car of, I believe it's Mitchell Hodak driving that car this season. Keith Batson coming up behind him in car 28, though. Coming up behind Fitzwater, I should say, number 28. And then there you see the 2 iconic numbers in NASCAR up to the inside lane. Caleb Vogler in 24 and Cole Deaver in car number 3, the Dale Earnhardt colors. This season, Vogler back with the Jeff Gordon colors from last season, this season as well, too. Vogler won the second race in North Wilkesboro last season, while Deaver's only win came in the first Atlanta event, the Motorcraft 500. Chevrolet won the Daytona 500 in season 35 in this series, as Colin Cromwell was twice, same with Hodak in car number 17. There's how would you like to ride on one of these cars at over 205 miles an hour? That would be an insane ride for sure as they go through. Turns number 1 and 2. Meantime, one of the new drivers in this field, Hiccup Bush in car 71. He's in second position now in the Dave Marcus colors this season. That was a car that Matt McIntyre drove last season, but he's not second for long, as here comes Laura Chung along with Max Anderson in 29. He won't be second for long, because now making it 3 wide now is Daniel Voiles, the Quaker State Ford. Winner at the second Dover event last season. As he goes into turns 1 and 2, he'll take second position now. And number 4 car, Eric Monaco, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, moves in the third position now, but now Voiles is going to pick up the draft off Nathan Hudson, the Valvoline Ford. Pair of Motor Oil Company cars, actually 3 Motor Oil Company cars in the top 5 here. Quaker State, Valvoline, and Pennzoil going at it. And Voiles is going to take the lead off the 4th turn now at Quaker State Ford. But here comes Emmanuel Harden. He's going to try to lead that lap for himself. Did he take the lead away from Voiles at the line? No, he did not. By just a smidgen, Voiles led the last time by, but now Emmanuel Harden, former 500 winner himself, takes the lead now in car number 9, the Spam Ford. Spam and Melling Performance coming on board, the number 9 team this season. Seth Cole to the low side, second position now for him. Samit Ozcon in car number 81. And he's striving, and to tell you the thing about Ozcon, he is striving himself to take it to do a whole lot better in this series as well too. If you remember the last time he was in this series, he did not have any good runs at all. He had a few, but not really all that well. So he is striving himself to have better runs in this series, and not to mention him and his team both. This season, taking the wheel to number 81, TIC Financial Systems Ford for Phil Marr Racing. That was the car JT Bryant drove last season, and now Ozcon's going to take the lead in the Daytona 500. Or try to, I should say, too. And here comes a couple of drivers. Here comes a couple of good ones behind them. Behind them there, Dylan Young in 81 and Trent Dunham in car number 1. And Dylan Young going to try to take the lead from Oscon. No, he does not. Oscon leads his first lap of the race here. And down the low side goes Trent Dunham for second position, and he's got it. And Sarah Eisner, who is the outside pole sitter, she's now in third position in the Kodiak Chevrolet car number 41. James Henry, 37 car. Now he moves to the inside now. The Kmart Little Caesars machine. Coleman Coolers. Well, coolers and lanterns, I should say. I think it's all what Coleman makes. On the trunk lid of that machine. And here comes Alex Miller in 15th, inside of both James Henry and the 23 car of Eric Sadler. The Smoking Joe's Ford. New paint scheme in that 23 machine. Slightly new paint scheme. Still purple and yellow. Last season, that car had a yellow front end and a purple back end on that machine last season. This season, it's reversed. Michael Turner inside of lane number 10, the Tide Ford. Looking to take second position away is Dylan Young. Goes to the top spot now in car number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Dylan Young went winless last season. He hopes to pick one up this season too, and he would like for nothing better to do it in the Daytona 500. He's got a couple of ladies behind him, the pole sitter Kat Madsen and Jessica Shelton, the defending series champion, up behind. In the meantime, here comes the man who won the 400 last season. The same last time he's here on this track here. That is Nathan Ormond, the 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet, giving this ride another season with the Joe Gibbs Racing team. So Ormond keeping his ride from last season with Joe Gibbs Racing. He now falls back a little bit right there. Reggie Fogelman and Raphael Leduc to the low side now, along with Casey Hoyt in 75. And there's a man who won Darlington last season, the Southern 500. That is Phil Parker, the Raging Cajun, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. And now the 7 car goes for the top spot now. That is Alexander Rowe, the number 7 Excite Batteries machine. And here comes Casey Hoyt for the lead. Past halfway home at Daytona already. Here they are averaging almost 205 miles an hour around this track here in the first 16 laps of this event here. 204.835 miles an hour average around Daytona International Speedway. During this Daytona 500, you're on board with the defending 500 champion, Quentin Moore. Casey Hoyt leads his first lap of this season. Quentin goes way up in the high side now, falls in behind the number 19 car, Carson Gum. New colors on that number 19 machine this season, with Health Source as a sponsor of that car now. Black and green colors on that car. He had Hooters last season as a sponsor. Falls in behind Kyle Matthews in car 42 as they come off the fourth turn now. Laura Chung. Low side on Caleb Fogler for the number 2 spot. Nope. Here comes number 4. That's Eric Monaco. Look at the margin between the field right there. The margin from first to last right now, 1.26 seconds from first to last place. Currently from Casey Hoyt to Trent Dunham. comes Eric Monaco to the low side now, and the 17 car of Mitchell Hodak to the 17 machine, the Western Auto Chevrolet, trying to squeeze his way between the 4 and the 71 cars, and does so. So move the 17 of Hodak to second position now. Hiccup Bush now down up to third position in the 71 machine. I tell you what, the rookie class this season, very, very strong. I will say this too. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a whale of a battle for Rookie of the Year by the time we hit the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Auto Parts 500. But that's about 30 races from now here as they come off the fourth turn now and get ready for 10 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Mitchell Hodak had the lead the last time by, but here comes Zachary Fitzwater as he and Eric Monaco is going to split the 17 of Hodak. Connor Brayton, 98 car up behind him right there. Fitzwater blocks the 4 car of Eric Monaco. And they're going to go 4 wide. That's not going to work at Daytona, guys. Andrew Rich and Emmanuel Hartnett. And they made it work for the time being there. So they keep it down to 3 wide. They are 3 wide. I don't know how many rows deep. Andrew Rich led the last time by in car number 32, I should say. He's another rookie in this field. Driving for Active Motorsports, the 32 machine. Carson Gunn to the low side. Nope, here comes the 8 car, Joshua Osborne. He's going to push Ali Liara to the number 2 position, or number 1 spot, I should say. Osborne, one of 2 drivers in this field from the Bluegrass State, the state of Kentucky. Trying to bring the Daytona 500 back to his home. But James Henry says, nuh-uh. And he goes to second position now, and here comes, and up behind him, Max Anderson, 29 car. He started last in this event. Cole Deaver up behind him, 30 car, number 3, Gian Goodrich Chevrolet. And the other Kentucky driver in the field, Dylan Poteet, down the low side as well, too. And here comes Deaver, the season 35 Daytona 500 champion. Like that speed shot right there. That's what about 205 miles an hour looks like coming past you here at Daytona. And Dylan Poteet's going to push Liara up to the track now. 7 laps remaining. Poteet to the top spot. Sean Galligan and Trent Dunham. Boy, long time since we said those names together. As we mentioned, taking you back to about the first years of the NNSCRA. I'm sure those three right there like racing each other obviously here. Galligan to the top spot now, but here comes Dunham to the low side and Cement Oscon. Low side is going to make a 3 wide for the lead here. Galligan leads that lap over Dunham and Oscon. Here comes another rookie, Kyler Sustre in car number 12. This is the car that Destin Bolin drove last season, and this season finally finds a new sponsorship for the number 12 machine. That car, you remember, ran without sponsor last season. And so far, given a great shot in this 500 second position, is where he's running right now, but not with Eric Sadler and the 15 of Alex Miller on the low side here. And now Jessica Shelton throws her hat in the ring now in the number 94 car. Keep your eye on that McDonald's machine. As soon as I said that, she gets shoved up the track by Michael Turner in number 10. The Tide Ford taking over that ride from Cat Batson last season. Christian Bracken, the 87 car. He could pull up an upset here. He's never won in this series. He's been in this series before, but he's never won. Could be a first for him today, but here comes Dylan Young. He's going to get the push from, I think, Nathan Ormond in the 18 machine. There is Ormond. 4 gets into it. Phil Parker gets into it in the 5 car as they come out the 4th turn. And now Orman sneaks his way to the low side now. Four laps to go. Down the low side now, here comes number 11, Seth Cole to the low side, number 11, Lowe's Chevrolet. That was the number Jessica Shelton, you remember, drove last season. Budweiser was the sponsor of that car last season. This season has Lowe's as the sponsor and Seth Cole driving that car now. The Budweiser sponsorship went to the 25 car of Colin Cropley. And problems with Andrew Rich. He's gone a lap down now in the number 32 machine. There's Fitzwater and Monaco. Hiccup Bush, he's lost the draft. 24 car and the 43 car, they've all lost the draft. So evidently he has some problems with that number 37 car, has split the field up a little bit there, so tough break for those drivers. 2 laps to go. Cement Oscon out in front in the Daytona 500 now. Rafael Duke to second position. Here comes Kyle Matthews. Low side, he's going for third position. Laura Chung gets into it. Here comes Kat Batson, Emmanuel Hartnett. Backstretch now. Here comes Chung to the low side for their 3 wide for second place. You got 2 ladies in that mix as well, too. And I see a third one in behind Joshua Osborne. That's Sarah Eisner in the 41. One of the rookies in the field here at Cement Oscon leads him out the 4th turn. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the Daytona 500. Cement Oscon making his return to the series. Can he pull it off? Well, Kat Benson says, no, I'm going to shove you up the track, and she goes to the low side now. Emmanuel Hartnett in second position. Osborne in third now. Backstretch now. What are you going to do? Osborne is going to get the push from Sarah Eisner. Is he going to take the lead? Osborne to the front now. Here they come out the turns 3 and 4. Joshua Osborne, who finished second in the points last season, can he pull it off? Eisner goes to the low side. Eisner to the inside. They're side by side to the line. I don't know. What a finish! And the ticker is saying Joshua Osborne has finally pulled off the Daytona 500 title in car number 8, the Ray Bestis Ford. And indeed it is Joshua Osborne. There he is in the number 8 Ray Bestis Ford. Is the season 38 Daytona 500 champion. But Sarah Eisner just about took it away from him at the start-finish line. That was awfully, awfully close. What a finish there. There is Joshua Osborne, the number 8 Ray Bestis Ford. Second in points last season, looking to make a run at possibly his 3rd in Castrol GTX Cup Series Championship. Wait, we're going to look at that one again. Coming to the line. Well, here they coming to start finish line right there. That's the 8 of Osborne on the outside and the 41 of Sarah Eisner to the low side. Look how close this one was at the line. Boy, you could not have cut that any closer than that. They're about a third of a car length at the finish line, and it's the number 8 car of Joshua Osborne taking the win over the 41 of Sarah Eisner. What a finish this 500 was. There's third, so Boy, first race of the season, and we already had a sparkler in this Castrol GTX Cup Series season start. Joshua Osborne's your winner. Average speed 205.518 miles an hour. Second position goes to Sarah Eisner, to the top rookie in this 500. And almost, I tell you, if she'd have had about another lap, she might have pulled that one off. Unbelievable finish here. Margin of victory, 15 thousandths of a second at the start-finish line here. 87 thousandths back to third position. And Sean Galligan, his first race back in a long time in the series, ends up finishing third. Colin Cropley, his first start with Hendrick Motorsports, ends up with a great fourth place run. Didn't talk about him at all today. And ends up with a top 5 finish to start off his season. Emmanuel Hartnett, he was oh so close, ends up finishing in 5th position. 6th goes to Ali Liara. 7th to Kat Batson. 8th position to Laura Chung. 9th to Carson Gum. And Samet Oskan, who led at the white flag, ends up finishing in 10th position, but still a good run for him to start the season off for the 81 team. Kyle Matthews comes home in 11th position. 12th goes to Max Anderson, who started this race in last place, 42nd position. And he ends up finishing in 12th. Good pickup of 30 positions for that 29 team. Raphael Leduc ends up finishing 13th. 14th to Keith Batson. 15th James Henry. 16th to Nathan Hudson. 17th Quentin Moore. 18th Casey Hoyt. 19th goes to 17th goes to Quentin Moore. 18th Casey Hoyt. 19th Mitchell Hodak. 20th goes to Reggie Fogelman. Seth Cole comes home 21st, and Trent Dunham 22nd. 23rd Alexander Rowe. 24th Dylan Poteet. 25th to Daniel Voiles. Then Phil Parker 26th. Kyler Sustre 27th. Nathan Orman, who won the last time he was at Daytona for the Pepsi 400 last season, well, he ends up finishing 28th in the 500 this season. Unfortunately for him. Connor Breton 29th, Eric Sadler 30th, Dylan Young 31st, and Christian Bracken, Cole Deaver, Alex Miller, Michael Turner, Jessica Shelton, the defending series champion, 36th in the event here today. Unfortunately for Jess. And 37th goes to Matt McIntyre. 38th, Caleb Vogler. 39th, Hiccup Bush. 40th goes to Zachary Fitzwater. And Eric Monaco ends up finishing in 41st position. The last car to finish this race for today, Andrew Ridge ends up falling out of the race because of a puncture. A tire puncture apparently puts him out of the race, or maybe a damaged rim. I'm actually not sure on that. I don't know why. It could have been a pit stop and could have sent him back on his way, and he would have been a lap down. But whatever that was, a puncture could have been a lot of things, I think, really car-wise. But a tremendous Daytona 500 finish, and ends up with Kentucky's Joshua Osborne getting his first Daytona 500 win. And he's been in this series every season since we started this whole thing. And in his 38th try in the Daytona 500, he pulls it off here today. Just unbelievable for him. And holding off some of the best drivers right there, well, holding off a rookie and some of the best drivers, I should say, in what was a tremendous Daytona 500 finish. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Gold, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series on the two main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series or the NNSCRA Duracell Ultralight Cup Series, be sure to get with Seth, and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out some other channels from our other members of the NNSCRA here, including the We the Coasters channel from Kyle Matthews and Dylan Young, the two collaborating to do that channel. If you are into roller coasters, amusement parks, and anything else that channel offers, be sure to subscribe to the We the Coasters channel as well too, and you will not be disappointed with that as well neither. So that will do it from the Mecca. That is the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway, and congratulations once again to Joshua Osborne, the winner of the season 38 Daytona 500. For now, James Qualls is the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating at the NNSCRA offline and online racing at its best. We'll see you at Rockingham for the GM Goodwrench 400, the second race of the season.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?